Right, so, well guys, a bit of a momentous occasion. I have cars running. Hopefully it's a two-handed job, so I'll hopefully get my wife to help me do some running videos tomorrow. They're only around the little garden, so don't get excited. I'm sorry, it's nothing spectacular. This puppy, I know I covered this in the last video, but I can't remember exactly what I did tell you. The new metal axles are in, the wheels off the Land Rover are on. It has electronics. It's got the original, this was originally, and now there is nothing of that original vehicle left. It started out as an HSP, I can't remember what the HSP version is called, but it's basically started out as a, when Redcat released the Everest 10, it was a clone of the HSP, and there's a few other companies, BGT and FTX, all made versions of the same truck, so there's spare parts everywhere. So, right, so, but this is now pretty much all aftermarket SCX10, except for this one cross member here that I'm touching with my finger, which is the original actual SCX10, and the chassis rails. Nothing else is the original, either one of the original two trucks that these parts are from. So this is literally nothing of the axial other than the chassis rails and that one little piece. And it was part axial and part HSP when I first got it. So there we go. This puppy is running. Now this, oh my god, this is a thing. I'm not going to get it down, suffice it to say. I'll have to tell you what. Well, you can see that is a G-made Buffalo, and they're quite a big car in the 110 world, and as you can see, that is that much bigger. It's sat the touching, so it's not like there's any force perspective going on there. That is that much bigger. Right, so what is going on with this? Hang on, let me pause it for a sec. Whew. Right, put that back on the shelf. Right, I have a remote and a battery. Hey, because we're in testing phase. We're in testing. Ooh, you got the sauce right there. Right, this thing is so goddamn heavy. It's weathering itself. It's rusting. This plastic car is rusting. I mean, I couldn't do any better than that. I couldn't weather it to look like that. I don't know what's happened. There's that many layers of paint on this. It's doing it here on the front fender as well. Can't really see it, but it's like the paint's bubbling. I couldn't make that any better. The motor is now, you can just about see that's a Fusion SE in there. And let me tip it up. It's heavy. Ooh. Sorry, I need both hands for a second. Right, that is the underside. That's the drive shaft to the front axle, and that one there is a drive shaft to the motor and gearbox, which is a 2-speed. Now, I had an issue. This is catching on the underside of the gearbox. It doesn't matter where I put it, that's the best it does. So that is the best suspension travel I can get out of it. Now, it's not meant to be a serious crawler. It is just too fucking heavy. It's literally almost too heavy to lift one-handed. This is a very sturdy box and it's giving under the weight. Right, now there's electronics in that. It's using that crappy old FlySky remote that I'm trying to get rid of, but right, so that one's working. As you can see, I've put those wheels that were on the Land Rover on this. I have some niggles to start out like, yes, it's not the fish islands, that wheel is not in the middle, so them links are wrong somehow. I don't know if I've accidentally put a top one on the bottom and done it the wrong way around, so we'll have a play with that. It's a monumental piece of thing to take apart. I've run the battery wire up. I've run the battery wire inside. So for now, there is all this space, but nowhere to put a battery. Would you credit it? The back is cavernous. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some panels. I need to finish off the interior and have a door panel for this side and windows to put in. That seat's come out for some reason. So I have some work to do. As you see, it's carpeted. Some work to do on that, but that is running, so there'll be a I'll get that. I don't know if you can see it. Oh yeah, you see that? There's a ramp there, look. It goes up that ramp. Now, I don't know what angle that is. I've no way of measuring it, so, but that's at least 45 degrees, that. And this heavy thing goes up it on the little... Right, this is my... Oh, what's going on? What's going on? Back out, back out. This is my little test battery. It's what came with the Land Rover. It's a 7.4 lithium-ion battery. It's not seeing it. But it's just enough to test things. Now, it went up that with that. Now, I have a 3S battery for this. It's a 2-speed gearbox from an FTX Canyon. You can't really see it, but right, you can see it there, look. It's sort of sitting in the front there to push it right to the front. So we've got the weight over the front wheels like you're supposed to do with a crawler. I couldn't get the battery in. Now I need there's space in there for a battery. If I could get myself a little... I don't have any shorty packs. They're all full size. They're all full size lipos. Now this is a defunct 2S, but I use it for test fitting. So this is the only battery that would fit in it. I just sort of dropped it in the front well. It was enough to test with. So that's one 6th scale up and running, and the other one is now up and running. Now, if you remember in my last video, the Fusion SE was in this. Now, it was a monumental swap around, but now the Toro 2200 kV 4-pole motor is in there, linked to a Hobbywing 60 amp brushless ESC. I still haven't altered the links because these are the Land Rover links that came with the Land Rover axles. But I've tested it, it works. Now, this should be overkill, but between the gearing and if you fiddle around, I have a program card. If you fiddle around, you can almost set this ESC up as a crawler ESC, so it goes slowly. Now, unfortunately, it goes faster in reverse than it does forward. I've tried switching the motor wires, I've tried reversing the servo settings, it didn't seem to want to work, so now I do plan on getting another Fusion SE motor for this when I've got some more cash, but until then, it's working, and it's working really well. These axles go really well on this. It does need, they're basically aluminium friction dampers. So it does need proper dampers on this, proper shockers. So shorter links and new shockers, and that is as good as I'm going to get it. Leave it the hell alone, it's finished. It's just cosmetic chain switches then. Like, it needs lights. I need to redo this bar. I want to move this bar forward and bring another one across and down, so it's got like a full roll cage. So what's the next news? Yes, already. Yes, Project Ironhide is well on the way. I just finished painting it today. So you would not believe the smell in this kitchen. My wife is absolutely nuts when she comes home. But yeah, I need it to dry a little bit. I've not decided. Are they usually this shiny? Tamiya paint isn't usually this shiny on the inside, is it? Have they changed the formula? I noticed there was a disclaimer on the packet saying don't do it inside, it contains formaldehyde. Well, since when did paint contain formaldehyde? If anybody could tell me exactly what formaldehyde is, I know it's bad for you. But anyway, so yes, it is painted. Do you know what? I'd be happy with that finish on the outside. Might be worth reworking some old shells. So yes, as a plan, I always clear all the lights. Doesn't matter about the edge because the stickers will go over that. I'm putting the original stickers on, but they may be backlit is all. I kept the grill clear, although I noticed it has leached in places because I want to paint the grill chrome and leave the centre see-through. I could just use the original grill, and I may do that, but I noticed on some of the publicity shots there's blue light inside the grill of the genuine Ironhide, or one of the replicas, whichever way. So I may see if I can find a little radiator and get some mesh grill. And because I actually have some GMC, 3D printed GMC badges that my mate made me for that puppy. So I may be able to rig up a genuine grill. So I left it see-through just in case. That part is, I thought I'd stopped it then, so just pardon me. That part is silver chrome and this part is grey. I may try and rig up some lights. They're like a 3D light cluster. They don't actually have clear flat light lenses like this on the real one. So I did notice that Ironhide doesn't have the proper mirrors. It has like car mirrors, and I have some of those. So I've left the roof lights clear, except for that one, which is virtually painted. So I'm going to have to have a fiddle with that. So I don't know whether to. I don't. Is it? Can't tell if there's any. There is some light getting through, so where's there a scratch on it? Yes. What's that? What's going on there? Oh, I'll have to have a closer investigation of that. I may have to give it another coat of paint, so I'm not going to remove the stickers just yet. But I may not even be putting lights in it yet, so I don't know. The chassis that I did order a chassis for this. The Injora 213mm chassis. It is longer than 230mm, 213mm. So we'll have to make some links. Let's see, it is. That's roughly the centre. So it's 315. It's 305. 350. Let's lengthen it back quite a bit. So yeah, we'll rework the axles. Plus, also I bought these. I found a skid plate in the shed. It's an old that is actually. I tell a lie, guys. I've misinformed you. That is the original axial skid plate that went with the chassis rails for that. So I forgot I actually had that. Found it in the shed when I was mooching around for other stuff. So this is an extended chassis rails. You get the extra piece for a 6x6 build. So I figured it might, but it's actually not going to need to make that any longer. So we'll see. I may have wasted 15 quid, but I've seen these for much more than that, so that's a bargain. Right, so there we go. That's it for today. I need to find some matte finish for the truck bed. I'll Google some pictures because I don't know what to do with these. I want to make it look like the original Ironhide from the screen used Ironhide as a can, so I'm going to extend the stacks. I've got some loads of aluminium tubing, or I might even buy some steel tubing. I've got a pipe bender so I can make them look like the proper thing. And that's all the truck has. It doesn't have any additional things. I do remember somewhere, and if somebody knows, tell me where to find them. You could buy road armour bumpers for the SCX10. I've not been able to find any on eBay, so if anybody knows where you can still get those from. They were metal as well. I think they came out for this, to be honest. It's a popular upgrade on real cars, so they add genuinely branded bumpers on, so I'm sure somebody somewhere has access to them or still makes them. Anyway, so there we go, peeps. Like I say, it's already too long to include a running video in this, so I'll get my wife to help me tomorrow. So thanks for watching, guys. Next time you see this, it'll be all stickered up and may even have lights in. In fact, I'm expecting a chassis any day, so maybe it'll even be on a chassis. That would be cool, wouldn't it? Right then, thanks for watching, guys. Rate, subscribe, tell everybody about me. More subscribers the better. Thanks for watching.